Welcome back here to the old barn, and I'm Rick Bentley with you for the game here with our friends from Pike TV here on the UPIKE Sports Network as we get ready to introduce the starting lineups and play basketball here in the nightcap of this doubleheader. Bears and the Buffaloes of Milligan University. The Bears Bradley Bunch coming in here tonight after being the named on Monday the league's player of the week, the first of those for basketball given out, and he is the third leading scorer in the conference, averaging 19.5 points a game. He's also averaging 8 rebounds a game here as we get set for action here. About 10 seconds away from throwing it down to our friend Vernon White for the introduction of the lineup, and we've got an honorary coach on the bench. In Russ we trust, and we'll get that information from Vernon as well. Here we go.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Pikeville Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Pikeville. Before we introduce tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Community Trust Bank, if I can direct your attention toward the Bears bench, the Bears are joined by tonight's honorary coach, UPIKE baseball assistant coach, Mr. Tyler Russell.
Pitching coach
Let's
Tyler
meet
Russell.
Our starting lineups first for our guests, the Buffaloes of Milligan University. Starting a guard, a 6'3" Richard sophomore from Valparaiso, Indiana, number 5, Lincoln Tommy. At guard, a 6-foot graduate from Wellington, New Zealand, number 10, Finn McClure. At forward, a 6'7" senior from Wellington, New Zealand, number 12, Sam Gold. At forward, a 6'7" sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 24, McCaskill Rivers. And at forward, a 6'11" graduate from Kadisha, Democratic Republic of the Congo, number 44, Anje Tamba. The Buffaloes. Milligan is led by head coach Bill Robinson. Your University of Pikeville Bears. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Pikeville, Kentucky, number 0, Kean Warwicks. At forward, a 6'6" junior from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, number 1, Bradley Bunch. At guard, a 6'5" junior from Columbus, Ohio, number 4, L.A. Walker. At forward, a 6'3" junior from Johnson City, Tennessee, number 14, Keenan Cutlip. And at forward, a 6'8" graduate from Grundy, Virginia, number 44, Cade Looney. The Bears. UPIKE is led by head coach Ty Compton.
Ty Compton coming in here with 76 wins and only 46 losses in his time as the head coach of the Bears. And looking forward to starting year number 2. Milligan dressed in black. They have orange numbers and letters on their uniforms, a little white trim on those as well. Bears coming out in the whites tonight. Orange letters, orange numbers, and black trim on those. You heard our starting lineup here as we get ready to throw the basketball up in the air. It is going to be the 6'11" Anje Tamba who will jump for Milligan, and the Bears control the tip. We're playing basketball here in the nightcap of this doubleheader. Bears bring the ball down the court. Warwick's inside. That's Looney with it. Back out to Kean, who's guarded by Tamba. The big size advantage for Tamba there. There's Bradley Bunch. He's open. 3 in the air. Money. Bunch with another 3. He's got 11 of them on the season. And the Bears have an early lead here. Tommy with the basketball. That's Rivers. He finds McClure. Jumper in the air, no good. That was Gold with the shot. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Bears basketball. 52 seconds into this basketball game. Bunch brings it across the timeline. Draped out there by Rivers. Gets a screen out high. He's open again for the three. That one was short. Rebound by Tamba. McClure in front court. Tamba finds a teammate. That's Tommy with the basketball. On the drive. Split two defenders. Left it short. Brad Bunch with the rebound. Warwick's kicking it down the floor. That's Cutlip with it. He gets it back from Bunch on the drive. Spins into the paint. Kicks it out. L.A. Walker for the triple. Off no good over the backboard. And it'll be Milligan basketball. 18-23. I apologize to you. I'm used to doing radio play-by-play where you have to tell everything that happens. I don't have to tell you guys everything that's happening. I apologize for that. We'll see if we can do better here. That's McClure with the basketball. He goes around Warwick's, but had it stripped, and it will stay with the Buffs with 18:09 to play. McClure will throw it inbounds. It's Gold right back to McClure. Horns action here for Milligan. 6 on the clock, though. Tommy got rid of it. Jumper. That's Rivers. No good. And didn't get the shot off. And Milligan is saying that it hit the backboard, and we'll get a couple of the officials together here and see if they agree, and because everybody's staying on this end, it must have happened. So they're going to say it'll stay with Milligan. And let's see how much time we put on the shot clock. 20. Now we go down to 19. It looks like we're going to settle on 18 on the clock. So it'll be McClure throwing it inbounds. Bears still lead at 3-0. And it's thrown away in backcourt. It'll be out of bounds in Bears basketball. With 17:52 to play here. Got the shot clock on 20 seconds. It should be on 30. I don't think it's going to matter. Warwick's with the triple. Good. Kean Warwick hits the three. That's his second in 10 tries this season, and the Bears are on top 6-0. McClure goes over on the right wing. Hands it to Tommy. Tommy from Valpo, and now we got a reach-in foul on Bradley Bunch. His first. And that's the first foul of the basketball game. Tommy on the drive. Sorry, it's McClure on the drive. He found a cutter, Rivers, for the bucket. So Rivers averages 19.6 points a game, and we got a foul there as Finn McClure from Wellington, New Zealand. Called for the foul. Kean Warwick, 77.8% from the free throw line. Gets 2 tries here. It's 6-2, Bears on top. And Warwick has half of them. .57 junior from Pikeville. And we got our first sub of the game in the form of Tyler Best. 6'6 junior from Seymour. That's in Victoria in Australia. from Williston State. Brad Bunch goes to the bench. Missed a free throw. Does Warwick's, and it's 7-2. Bears on top. 3 minutes into this one. They go high post to Tamba. He hands it to Rivers on the drive. Shoots over Best and good. So Rivers has 4. All 4 for them. 7-4 the lead. There's a tip. And Rivers comes away with it. They get it inside, and there's going to be a travel. Walk on Rivers. They gave Rivers the steal. That probably should have gone to Gold. I think he was the one who tipped it. 16.5 to play. The Bears on top 7-4 in the early stages here. Walker gets it to Looney. Cutlip pops out. 3 from the top. Good. So Cutlip nails the 3. He's hit 3 of them on the season now. The Bears lead at 10-4. Driving is Tommy. Gold has it. Handed it to Rivers, and he got rid of it in a hurry to McClure. 10 on the clock. That's Tamba on the drive. Shots up, no good. Rebound to Looney for the Bears. Down the floor it goes. Cutlip finds Looney. 3 from the top. Off the iron, no good. And it'll bounce out of bounds with 15:42 to play. Bears sub, David Robinson. 6'5" junior from Chicago checking in. And Cutlip goes to the bench. 15:35 to play. Tommy has it. They're looking inside to Tamba. Can't get it down there. Rivers working on the dribble. Robinson cuts him off. Shoots over Robinson and good. That'll be 2. For Rivers, he's got all 6 of them. Up and under by Kean Warwicks for the bucket. He's got 6. Bears lead is 6. 12-6 the count here as we're into the 15-minute mark. McClure got rid of it. Tommy has it now. Down the dribble, into the corner. Gold shoots the 3, no good. Best with the board for the Bears. Outlet pass to L.A. Walker. Gets to the arc and stops. Step back, 3 in the air. Off, no good. Rebound by Tamba. Milligan still hasn't subbed. They go inside, the Bears take it away. And we've got a foul. I believe they're going to get L.A. Walker. His first team second. And Walker will go to the bench as Cutlip checks back in. And we have our first sub of the game for the Buffs. It's going to be Jamie P., a 6'5" sophomore from Kingsport, Tennessee. Hey, I'll be there before the night's over. Inside, and bucket is good, and Rivers has got all 8 of them for Milligan. Bears lead down to 4 now at 12-8. Cutlip gets it to Warwicks. Rivers shoots the 3, leaned back, and he was off. Tombo with the board. He's got 3 rebounds already, and the pass goes down inside and out of bounds. Bunch is going to check back in for UPIKE, and he will give Looney a break. So the Bears go with a little bit of a smaller lineup here. And inbounds pass comes in open court to Robinson. He lost his dribble. Cutlip comes and helps him out. 20 on the clock. Warwicks wanted to shoot the 3, steps inside. Bunch put down a bounce. Back to Warwicks. 10 on the clock now. Warwicks gets into the paint, spins up and under. Layup is blocked, out of bounds. It'll be Bear ball with 4 seconds on the play clock and 13:34 to play. at the table for the Bears right now is Connor Lane. He's a 6'3" sophomore from Gate City, Virginia. And Robinson goes to the bench for the Bears. Best, Bunch, faked his man. His shot was blocked, and that's going to be a violation. 13:29 to play. Bears lead at 4. 12-8. First half action from the UPIKE gym in the AAC opener for both of these teams. Tommy with the basketball. Looking inside. They cross. Rivers got rid of it. Tommy on the drive. No good. Bunch with the board. Bears have 5 on 4. Bunch. Cutlip into the corner. 3 for Best. Good. Tyler Best with his first points of the game. Bears lead is 7 now. That's his second three-pointer of the season. They get it down inside. Corinth is in now, and he scores. That was, I believe, the first points they've scored other than Rivers. And there's Best with another 3. And Milligan needs a timeout. 12:34 to play. Bears lead is 18-10. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Pirapi Corinth scored there on that trip down the floor. He's a 6'7" senior from Wellington, New Zealand. They've got a few players from New Zealand on this team. So, mentioned at the end of the women's broadcast, Bears will be back in action on Saturday. They'll be down playing Bryan College. That game is scheduled for a 4 o'clock tip. And we'll have football here. The regular season finale is the Bears host St. Andrews at 1:30. It'll be senior day. And got 18 good ones. Gonna walk the field on Saturday. Game time is 1:30. We hope to get that senior ceremony started before 1 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. That's Corinth with the basketball out high. Rivers. Brentwood is in now. He put that shot up, no good. They get the rebound and the bucket, and again, that's Rivers. He's got 10. Cutlip with it, working on Rivers. Tries to go up and under. No good. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Milligan basketball. Elijah Brentwood, I think I called him Brentwood, and I apologize for that. 6'1" junior from Knoxville, Tennessee. And for the Bears, Jalen Rigdon, number 20, checks in. Local product here. 6-foot freshman from Pike Central High School. Not far from here. Brentwood has it. Picks up his dribble. That's Rivers. He puts up a shot that's no good. And goes in and gets his own rebound. Blocked by Rigdon. You get it out. That's Tommy, and he puts up a 3 that's good. So Lincoln Tommy with his first points of the game. And the Bears lead is now 3, 18-15. And Best lost it out of bounds. It'll go back to Milligan. Turnover number 2 on the Bears. 11:30 to play here in the first half. Hey, hang around at halftime. India Blythe is going to join us. You'll be interested to hear her. I love her accent. Tommy with the basketball. She probably says the same thing about us. 3 in the air. That's Rivers, no good. Looney with the board for the Bears. Connor Lane pushing it down. Rigdon with it. Back to Lane. Thought about the shot. Looney working inside. Spins. Baseline side. Off the glass. No good. Rebound by Tommy. And they go down inside to Corinth. And he spins and puts it in. He's got 4. And the Bears lead, that was once 8 points, is down to 1 now as Milligan put up 7 straight. The Bears with a couple of starters at the table, and Milligan is countering as well. Looney hands it to Rigdon. Tries to get down the lane. Connor Lane thought about the shot. Puts down a couple of bounces and threw it away. 10:22 to play. They're saying that it might have been tipped, and it is going to be Bears. Stay with the Bears. There we go. So Bunch and Walker check back in for the Bears. Lane and Best check out. It'll be Cutlip trying to throw it in. Still looking. There's Looney with it now. Trying to spin, and he walked. That's a good call right there. Working against Grant Hensley. Is that who I saw out there? I did see Grant Hensley, a 6'1" sophomore from Irwin, Tennessee. That area was hit hard by the recent flooding. Certainly hope everything's okay with his family. And the pass goes out of bounds. Bears will take over again. Teams trading turnovers here. 18-17, 10:08 to play. Bunch gets it into Rigdon. And everybody falls back. Breadwood guarding him as he crosses the timeline. Cutlip knocks it down. Looney back to Rigdon, and we've got contact inside. And let's see who the foul's on. It is going to be on Jamie P., his first team second. Rigdon out, Warwick's back in for the Bears. You rarely see one of those two not on the floor for UPIKE. They get it down inside to Walker. His shot's blocked by Gold. On the drive is Breadwood. Veers out on the wing and gets it to Gold. Right back to him. They're looking down inside. They throw it down in there, and it's deflected, and it'll go to the Bears. Nice defense there by Cutlip, knocking that ball away from Corinth. Tamba in. And Corinth out for Milligan. 9.5 to play. Looney to Bunch. Here comes Warwick's on the wing. Gets a screen, hands it back to Looney. Off the glass and no good. Bears struggling from the field here all of a sudden. 6 out of 17 now. Rivers was that P? P has it. Had it deflected away from him. Shot is off balance and no good. And rebound by Kean Warwicks, his first of the game. And he's fouled in open court by Elijah Breadwood. His first team third. 8:53 to play. Bears nursing a 1-point lead. The Bears haven't scored in a while. The Bears haven't scored in 3.5 minutes. Cutlip trying to fix that off the iron. P gets it to Breadwood. He's pushing it down the floor. He's going to pull up for a three. No good. Rebound is tipped and knocked away by Bunch into the hands of Cutlip. Cutlip over to Bunch. Three from the wing. Off the iron. No good. And Hensley with the rebound for the Buffs. Breadwood in front court with the basketball. Goes around Warwick's. Off the iron twice. Looney with the rebound, had it knocked away from him. Now there comes Warwick's with the basketball. We approach the 8-minute mark here in the first half. He's going to round his man, but had his shot blocked. There's Rivers, who goes over and picks him up. Warwick's listed at 5'7". Rivers listed at 6'7". You can do the math on the difference there. We have 8 minutes to play. Looney takes the inbounds pass. A nice dish that time. Cutlip to Looney. He's on the scoreboard now. And the Bears' stretch of about 4 minutes without scoring comes to an end. 20-17 now. Hensley was open, didn't shoot it. Goes around L.A. Walker. No good. Battle for the rebound is won by Tamba, but I believe he stepped out of bounds. 7.5 to play. Best is going to check back in to replace Looney. Okay. 7.5 to play. Bears lead is 3, and there's L.A. Walker with it. Hensley guarding him for Milligan. Bunch finds Walker going back door for the layup. And L.A. Walker's in the scoring column now, averaging 14.8. Bears lead back to 5. 22-17 as we get near the 7-minute mark. On the drive, we've got a lot of contact there. Gold on the drive. Cutlip called for the foul. His first, team's third. We played a women's game. Now, women have different foul rules. As Tommy checks back in. The bonus in women's basketball is 5 fouls per quarter. They don't have bonus. It's just you go to the line and shoot 2, right? It's like the double bonus kicks in at 5 fouls. We didn't get to that in any quarter for either team in the first game. And here we are 13 minutes and 2 seconds into the nightcap, and there's only been 6 fouls called here. I like that. I got a long drive tonight. Tommy with it. Guarded by Walker. That's McClure, who got a screen. Stopped, though. Finds a cutter to the basket. I'd find him, too. That's Rivers, who's got 12. He averages 19.6, and it's 22-19. He's got 12. Tommy with 3 and Corinth with 4. Best on the drive. Cut off. Walker might have walked. Finger roll no good. Tamba with the rebound. Tommy throws it down to Tamba inside, and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Walker picks up his second foul. That's only 4 against the team, but 2 of them on him, so he'll go to the bench as Connor Lane checks back in. And Tamba, 91.7% free throw shooter. 6'11", 91% shooter. That one's good. So he has tied the game here at 22 with 6:11 to play. Half number 1. Lane, that's Bunch with it. Working against Tamba. Drives on him. Tries to go under him. Shots off no good. He tips the rebound and goes and gets it. That's 7 rebounds already for Tamba. And Milligan could take the lead. They haven't had one. Tamba kicks it out. 3 in the air. That's Tommy, and it's no good. And Bradley Bunch goes in and cleans that up. His third rebound. Bunch with only 3 points at this point. Came in averaging 19.5. Told you he's third leading scorer in the league. He spins. Finds Cutlip, who's open, and missed it. Tamba with the rebound. So again, Milligan has an opportunity here to take the lead for the first time. Tamba has it down inside, working against Bunch. Nice spin move, but he missed it. Best with the board for the Bears. Warwick comes and gets it. We're halfway through the shot clock. He's on the drive. Step back. Elbow jumper. Good. 8 points for Kean Warwicks now. The Bears lead by 2. 24-22. 4.5 to play. Rivers with it. Tamba gets it. Out at the elbow. Back to Rivers. Put down one dribble. Kicks it over. Gold, 3 for the lead. No good. But Tommy gets it, missed the layup, and Connor Lane gets it for the Bears. Bears have numbers, 3-on-2. Warwick's looks and finds Best. Lane gets it, drives into the paint, lays it up, no good. Kind of pinned it against his knee, and it was not balanced shot. Warwick steals the outlet pass. Bunch all alone, 3 good. Second 3, Bunch has 6, and we got a timeout on the court. Bears lead at 27-22, 3:48 to play. We're going to keep it right here as this is a 30-second timeout. Bears are shooting 35.7% overall, but 42.9% from the arc. The only 2 free throws were the 2 that Warwick shot and split. Milligan, 34.5%. They're 1 out of 7 from outside. Shot 1 free throw. That was by Tamba, and he made it. Milligan with the edge on the glass, 24-14. Milligan with 6 assists. The Bears have 8. Bears turned it over 3 times. Milligan has given it up 7 times. And that stat is most likely the difference, as the Bears are on top by 5 here with 3:48 showing. Nice little crowd here on a Tuesday night. We approach mid-November. Rivers has it. Some subs in now. That's Corinth with it. Back to Rivers. He's going to shoot, and good. 2-pointer for him. They've got 24, and he's got 14 of them. Ken works, looking to get rid of it, finds Best. He gets into the paint. Good. Nice job by Best. He's got 8 now off the bench, and Bears lead back to 5, 29-24. Rivers. That's Corinth in the high post. Tommy with 10 on the clock. Picked up out there by Cutlip. Shot is up, no good. That was McClure. They save it in bounds. Rivers, no. Rivers gets it back and shot it again. He's shooting for the 4th time this trip and missed it. Somehow or another, Milligan didn't score that possession. And Cutlip threw it away, trying to get it to Looney on the break. 2:26 left. Bears leading it by 5. Bears are trying to say that that pass was deflected. Officials aren't having it this time. And McClure brings it across the timeline with Ken Works awaiting him. Rivers, Tommy with the basketball. Tommy finds Corinth in the high post. Working on Looney, dribbled it out of bounds. Turnover number 8 on the Buffaloes. Bears have 4 with 2:10 to play. A 5-point lead for UPIKE and the basketball. Works bringing it across. Connor Lane. It's Looney out beyond the arc. Warwick's back to Looney. Best with 7 on the clock. Looney rolls to the basket. Defense is with him. He puts up the half hook, and it's good. 4 for Cade Looney. It's a 7-point lead for the Bears. Their biggest lead of the game was 8 early on. There's a shot by Rivers that's going to roll off, and Best deflected it. Cutlip came up with it for the Bears. He's got it. Still with his dribble alive. Minute 20 to play. Cutlip on the drive. Stops. Lane for 3. Off, no good. And the rebound is claimed by Sam Gold as Milligan continues to dominate the glass. On the drive is McClure. Gold got it. Rivers has it in the corner. Tommy with it. Tommy's picked up now by Looney. Tries to drive on him and lays it up good. He didn't get around him like he hoped, but he got the roll. Tommy has 5, and the lead's down to 5. We have 40 seconds remaining here in half number one. I want you to hang around at halftime for a very interesting guest we're going to have on. Connor Lane on the drive, stops, and he traveled. And he will go to the bench as Jalen Rigdon will come in for the final 27.7. Milligan will bring Grant Hensley on in the stead of Lincoln Tommy. And David Robinson's going to come in as Cutlip looks like he's winded. So Milligan can hold it for the last shot. We'll see if they choose to as McClure gets it across. Warwick's is guarding him. Rivers has it. Tamba had it deflected away and into the hands of Kean Warwick. 5 on the clock. Kean bringing it across. Gets back. 3. That's going to be short. He got too deep and tried to step back to get the 3. But the Bears have a lead here at the half. It's 31-26. Welcome back here. We're at the half. UPIKE leading Milligan 31-26, going for the sweep. And before we get started in the second half, really want to thank India Blythe for joining us here. In my estimation, she's the queen of Melbourne, Australia. One of my favorite people to talk to around campus, and you discovered why there. Good young lady, fine young lady. Her parents did a great job of raising her. The Bears are shooting 37.5%, but they lead because Milligan's shooting 33%. Bears have hit 6 out of 16. That's 37.5%. Very respectable from the arc. Milligan only 1 out of 8 from outside. And Milligan is 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. The Bears are 1 out of 2 as we're back to action here. With it is Rivers. He was the big man in the first half. He has 14 points to lead all scorers. But he's now 7 out of 15, so he did cool off. They get it to him down inside. He kicked it out to Tommy into the corner. That's Gold, and that's a 3. Nice shot there by Sam Gold. His first points of this basketball game. And the lead is down to 2 at 31-29. Warwick's on the drive, working against Tommy. Gets it back. Walker down to Looney for the layup. That was a beautiful pass that time by L.A. Walker. By the way, one of my missions is to find out what L.A. stands for. They get it down inside to Tamba, and he missed the shot. He wanted a foul, didn't get it. Looney on the drive, leading the break, cut off by Gold into the corner. And Cutlip's 3 is too strong. Tommy with the rebound. Tommy they switch off now, and he's guarded out there by Looney. They're looking for Tamba with Bradley Bunch guarding him. Tamba gets it, steps into the paint, and it rolls in. Tamba's first points in the second half. He's got 5 now. And the lead is 2, 33-31. Looney pops out to set screen for Warwick. He was open, didn't take the shot. Bunch. Walker gets into the paint, goes up strong and off no good. There's a over the back call. That's going to stay on the Bears' end. The foul is on Milligan. On Tamba. First foul. Team's first of the second half. 18:06 to play. And Warwick's with it. Bunch has it on the wing. Flips it to Warwick. He's guarded by Gold. 10 on the clock. Lost his footing there and lost the ball out of bounds. That's turnover number 6 against the Bears. His first. It's not bad as the point guard, who has played in 20 of the 22 minutes so far, and that was his first turnover. So Milligan can tie with a bucket, take the lead with a 3. McClure, that's Tommy. Gold, back to Tommy. McClure, there's Gold again, and now they get it into the hands of the scoring machine, Rivers, and his shot's blocked by Bradley Bunch. flips it down, shots up, no good. Bunch gets the rebound for the Bears. Brad's going to push it up on his own. Rivers guarding him on that end of the floor. Bears with a 2-point lead, and we got a bump. That's a pretty cheap foul, to be honest. Rivers first, team second. Like, I know which orange and black team I want to win, but that wasn't much of a foul right there, let's be honest. 17-18 to play. Looney with it, and a 2-point lead. Bunch thought about the three. Rivers did a nice job getting a hand up in his face. Bunch working against Rivers, kicks it out. Looney with the three from the top, rattles out, no good. McClure with the rebound for Milligan. Same situation. They can tie it or take the lead, depending on how they score here. They get it down inside to Tamba, and he ties the game with a bucket. So Tamba with the score, and Cutlip gets it across the timeline. Tamba has 7 points and 8 rebounds, and Walker had it stripped but drew the foul. Sam Gold, one of the New Zealanders, his first team third. 16:39 on the clock. Walker will go to the free throw line. 76.2% shooter. He has 2 points in this game, came in averaging 14.8. And breaks the tie. LA from Columbus, Ohio. And the free throw looks good. Bounced off the rim. Boy, he's got a beautiful shot from the line, though. 35-33 the count. 16 and a half to play as Rivers has it. Cutlip picks him up on the switch. Tommy thought about it, now he goes into the lane and shoots it. Off, no good. Tamba gets the rebound. Working against Cade Looney. Had it deflected away. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Milligan. 16 on the clock. 16-17 remaining here in regulation. Bears on top by 2. It'll be Finn McClure to throw it inbounds. The Democratic Republic of Congo is the home of Tamba. That's the same country, by the way, that produced Oscar Tshiebwe. On the drive is Tommy. It's knocked away, and they don't get a shot up off on the rim in the 30-second allotted time. 16:01 to play. Bears lead by 2 with the basketball. And Milligan's picking up a little bit here. So Walker comes down to help out as well, and it's deflected out of bounds. Bunch, we talked about how he only has 6 points. He came in averaging almost 20. Well, he's only taken 5 shots, so that's part of it. As Walker has it in front court. There's Looney out high, working on Tamba. Into the paint, spins, looking for help. Gets rid of it to Kean Warwick. They 1-3. Second call, didn't get it. Warwick's on the drive. Tommy guarding him. He gets it over to Cutlip, 1 on the clock, off the glass and good. Cutlip knew the time if nobody else did and doubles the lead, 37-33 the count. Now he's got 5. They go down inside. Tamba had his shot blocked by Bradley Bunch. Looney had lost his footing. Cutlip spins to Warwick. They go right back to Cutlip. He goes into the paint, makes body contact with Tamba, missed the shot. Looney battles for the rebound and scores. He'll go to the line. 8 for Cade Looney. Tamba picks up his second foul, team's 4. They only had 3 in the first half. And Breadwood checks in. Bears get a sub in as well as Warwick comes out with the freshman Jalen Rigdon guarding him. Looney's a 61.5% shooter from the free throw line so far, and that one's good. That'll help. He's got 9 points now and 6 rebounds. Battling against Tamba, who has 7 points and 9 rebounds inside. Breadwood working against Rigdon. Drives the lane, stops. Step back shot, no good. Tomba with the rebound and draws the foul, and I believe that's going to be Cutlip. Nope, that's going to be Looney. His first, and with 14:44 on the clock, that's the team's first foul of the second half. So Tyler Best checks in from Seymour down in Australia. Tomba, Breadwood with it now. They left Tomba alone, but Bunch got back to get a hand on it, and there's Rigdon coming away with it. Bunch finds Best, open for the three, no good. Bunch battles for the rebound, it's deflected, it'll go out of bounds to Milligan. Bears lead up to 7 now. Biggest lead of the game was at 18-8. And sub coming in, we'll get our first look at Griffin Andricks, a 6'6" graduate student from Indiana. They get it down inside to Rivers, and his shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It was 4 against Rivers, and Bears came away with it. Best to Bunch, Rigdon with it, as we're a couple seconds from the 14-minute mark. They go down inside to Bunch, who got behind Tommy and lays it in. Bunch has 8. Bears lead is 9. That's the biggest of the game. Layup is no good. It'll go out of bounds to the Bears. We're going to get David Robinson checking in for UPIKE to replace Cutlip. And for Milligan, Jamie P. checks in to replace Gold. So Breadwood will throw it in under his own basket. Gets it in. Tommy has it. He bounces the floor. Breadwood thought about the three, working against Rigdon. Rigdon does a nice job staying in front of him, forcing the turnover. That's turnover number 12 on Milligan. Bears have given it up 6 times. And if you can do that all season, give it up twice or half the time that your opponents do, you're going to have a pretty good year. L.A. Walker takes it. Breadwood guarding him. The length of the floor. Bradley Bunch with it. Rigdon. Back to Bunch. Guarded out there by Andricks. On the drive. Up and good. I believe Bradley Bunch might have told Andricks that he's not sure he can handle him out there. 10 for Brad Bunch. Lead is 11. And we've got a foul in open court. I believe it's going to be on Robinson. It is. That's first. His first, team second. And Breadwood looking to throw it in under the basket. He does get it in right on the block. With it is P. His shot's up, no good. Bunch went up to get it, but Breadwood took it away from him, and a nice spin move for the bucket. So he's got 2. And the lead is down to 9, 44-35, as we get a full timeout called by the Buffs. So the Bears lead by 9. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Welcome back to the gym that was once an aircraft hangar back in World War II. 44-35 Bears lead. If you're wondering what it's like to deal with Coach Williams, He's sitting down below me, cool as he can be, always is. And he said, I looked at him and said, must have been a heck of a halftime speech. And he just gave me the grin. I know what that means. Walker with it. He's double teamed, looking for help, throws it away. Tommy comes away with the steal. That's turnover number 7 on the Bears. They go down inside, and Bunch knocks it away into the hands of Jalen Rigdon. He'll beat everybody down the floor. Shots blocked. Bunch lays it in. So Bunch is heating up here. He's got a dozen now. And there's a layup on the other end by McCaskill Rivers. That's his first points in a long time. First points in the second half. He's got 16 now. Bunch with it. 12-17 to play as Rigdon takes it. Breadwood guarding him, and Breadwood fouls him. That's 2 on Elijah Breadwood, the Knoxville product. 5 fouls against Milligan. Subs coming in for the Bears. It's going to be Warwicks and Cutlip. And L.A. Walker sat down, and I'm not sure who else sat down, to be honest with you. I think David Robinson was still in. He went out. So as a result, Warwicks has it. Cutlip. They got 2 men around Bunch in the high post. They still get it to him. And he goes to the paint, and that's going to be pinned between the rim and the basket. A wedgie, if you will. And it'll stay with the Bears on the alternate possession. 11:55 to play. There's Rigdon open for a 3. He's going to be short. Rebounded by Rivers. He's pushing it down the floor. Gets the arc and hesitates. Andricks to Breadwood. Working against Warwicks into the paint. Shots up, no good. Bunch with the board. That's 6 for Brad Bunch to go with 12 points. Best has it into the paint. He's double teamed. Had it knocked away from him. Now he goes to Bunch. 20 on the clock. Bears still have plenty of time here. Andricks out guarding Bunch. He's on the drive and lost his footing and threw it out of bounds, and I hope that's all he did. I hope he didn't roll an ankle. We're going to get Cade Looney in for Brad Bunch. 11:17 to play. Bears lead by 9. Bears haven't scored in close to a minute and a half. And Tomba's going to throw it inbounds. So McClure, we're back to action here. We got a new player in, Luke Lenz, a 5'10 freshman from Knoxville for Milligan. So welcome him to the AAC. His three-point shot is up and no good. And Warwicks goes in to get the rebound. Kean trying to shed Tomba on the drive. Cutlip had a 3 and didn't take it. Best in the corner. Guarded out there by Rivers. As he gets into the paint now, he's going to stop and shoot a fadeaway that's no good. And the rebound goes to Milligan. On the drive is Rivers, and he has a wedgie. You go months and not see that happen. You have 2 times here. It makes you wonder if this ball is appropriately inflated. It'll be Milligan basketball. So McClure will throw it in. He gets it in to P. Lenz on the drive, lost the handle. He's double teamed, kicks it out. 3 in the air, off no good. Tomba with the rebound and the putback. That was a nice move that time by Anjay Tomba. The big man has 9 points and 11 rebounds, and the Bears lead is down to 7 now. Was 11 at its climax. Cutlip on the drive, draws the foul. P is going to be called for the foul, and Relatively sure that Keenan won't need treatment after that, but that's okay. We'll take it. It gets him to the line. 2 fouls on P, 6 on the team. So the Bears will shoot 2 here, and then it'll be bonus from here on. Cutlip, 62% free throw shooter. I'm sorry, I believe that's 60.6 free throw shooter. Made it look like a 100% shooter on that. Walker in, Rigdon out for the Bears. And Cutlip's free throw is good. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. Those are the first free throws the Bears have shot in a while. Leads back to 9. And the pass is deflected out there by Best as they were trying to get it to P. Tomba's going to shoot a long jumper, and he banks it in. Tomba from 19 feet. There goes L.A. Walker. What a move, and a left-handed layup. Walker with 6. 3 in the air. No good. Tomba with the long rebound. Working against Looney. Missed it. Got it back. Missed it again. And here comes Cutlip with it. Goes around his defender and lays it in. Cutlip's really stepped up his game. He must have done some good work in the offseason. Bears lead back to 11, 52-41. Matches the biggest lead of the evening. McClure on the drive. 3 in the air, off no good, and there's Cutlip with a rebound for the Bears. 4th rebound for Cutlip. Best has it in the corner. Goes to Looney in the keyhole. Cutlip drives. Tomba picks him up. Walker in the corner with it with 18 on the clock. 8.5 to play. Walker with a size advantage here. Picks up his dribble. He's double teamed, kicks it out. Cutlip was all alone, missed the shot. P with the rebound. McClure gets it in front court for the Buffs. It's a nice Milligan team here. 3 in the air, off no good. Rebound is deflected, and that starts a break for Cutlip, who lays it in. Timeout on the court. That's going to be a Bears timeout, and it'll be a full. Before we go, Cutlip has 11 points and 5 rebounds. The Bears lead is 13, and we'll be back in a minute. UPIKE basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network. We welcome you back here to the gym. 7:56 to play. Bears on top of the Buffs. 54-41. Milligan will bring it the length of the floor. Bears wait man-to-man in the half court, and here we go. McClure with it. That's Rivers, who had 14 in the first half, and he's got 16 now. Lenz. Gold goes down inside, and we got a foul. I believe it's going to be L.A. Walker, and that'll be his 3rd. He had 2 in the first half. Bears have 3 second-half fouls here. 7:38 to play. We got a coach and an official discussing something down here. I'm sure they may be just talking about you still live at the same place, so I can send you a Christmas card. Gold hands it off to McClure. Gets a screen from Rivers. Into the corner, Gold releases the 3 that's short. And nice job going to get the rebound by Walker, and he draws the foul on Rivers. That's his second, team 7th, and that means Walker will shoot bonus shots. He's 2 out of 2 tonight. Came in at 76.2 on the season. Bears be in action on Saturday from Bryan College. Women at 2, men at 4. That one's off, no good. Rebound by Tamba. His 14th. And there's a wide open lane. A nice screen by Tamba. And Rivers scores. He's got 18 now. Bears lead by 11. Briefly had the biggest lead of the game there on the scoreboard at 13. Warwick's drives, leaves it. There's Bunch for the 3. Off, no good. Gold goes up high for the rebound. His 3rd of the game. And there's a drive, and Rivers is fouled by L.A. Walker. That's not a good call. He lost his footing, and on his way down made contact with Walker. And that's L.A.'s 4th, and the team's 4th of the second half, and that's going to get Connor Lane up off the bench. Not many complaints with the officiating tonight. They're just kind of letting them play, but that was not a good call. David Rivers and Connor Lane check in for Walker and Rigdon. Trying to get it in under the basket. Rivers chases it down back at the timeline. There's a 3 by Lentz coming off a screen. No good. Bunch grabs the rebound for the Bears. 7 boards for Brad Bunch to go with 12 points. He's leading the break. They go down in the corner. Back to Robinson. 3. Off, no good. Connor Lane knocked it off his foot, I should say. And Milligan has it. Rivers on the drive. Bumps Robinson. Lays it up and good. So Rivers, 20 points now. Bears lead is 9, 54-45. And we are at the 6-minute mark of this basketball game. There goes Warwick's. Connor Lane, who went behind his back but didn't go with it to get the ball. Bumped into the defender. Lenz gets into the paint, stops, gets it back. 20 on the clock. There's where they need to go with it. Rivers has it. Working against Best. They come for the double team, and there's a foul. Best called for the foul, his first. Team's 5th. Lane going to the bench as Cutlip comes in. Breadwood in for McClure for Milligan. Breadwood will throw an inbounds, looking under his basket, trying to find Rivers. Hensley couldn't get the shot off. Hensley's pass is deflected, and a steal by Bradley Bunch. Bears with a 9-point lead, 5:25 to play. Warwick's with it. He goes around his defender, off the glass, no good. And there's an outlet pass to Hensley, and his shot's blocked by Cutlip and rebounded by David Robinson. Warwick's with the outlet. He goes right back to Robinson, who lost the handle, and Gold comes away with it for Milligan. Here's Breadwood driving on Bunch and lays it in. So Breadwood didn't score in the first half. He's got 4 here in the second half, and the lead's down to 7 now with 4:50 to play, 54-47. Warwick's with it, working against Breadwood. Goes top of the key to Brad Bunch. Best pops out, shoots the 3. Good. Best with 11. Bears call a timeout with 4:39 left. That gets the lead back to 10. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. You see the official down there getting Milligan players through the Bears huddle. There was nothing going on there. I want to make that clear. A lot of times when you see the official grab a player and push him away, what he was doing was just making sure that nothing happened there. He was going back to his bench, taking that shortest route, and it happened to go right through where the Bears were beginning to huddle. There's nothing wrong with that. So Best has 11 for the Bears now. He's the 3rd player to get double figures. He's 3 out of 4 from the outside. He's got 4 rebounds as well, and gets that lead back to double figures now at 57-47 with 4:39 left. Bears trying to do like the women, their female counterparts, and get a win to start league play here. And the win would move the Bears to 5-0 on the season. Bears did not open league play with a win last year. Remember, they went on the road and lost to Union in overtime. Breadwood has it as we're back to action. Hensley, guarded by Cutlip. They go down on the block to Tamba, and he shoots from the baseline, and it's good. I'll tell you what, this kid's not bad. He's a pretty good basketball player. He's got 13 points and 14 rebounds. Thankfully, the Bears are on top by 8 here with 4:10 to play. Looney has it. Working against Tamba. Spins, hook shot over him, no good. Scramble for the rebound, and that's rebound number 15 for Tamba. So the lead's at 9 for the Bears here. But they go down inside. Tamba didn't handle the pass from Breadwood, and it's out of bounds. L.A. Walker going to check back in with 3:51 to play. And for Milligan, McClure is in for Hensley. Waiting to see who was going to the sideline. And I believe it's going to be Cutler, but we've got a timeout on the court. Waiting to see what this is. It is a full. So with 3:51 to play, Bears lead at 57-49. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching the Bears on the UPIKE Sports Network. And we welcome you back here to the gym. Rick Bentley with you and our friends from Pike TV here on the UPIKE Sports Network. In tonight's nightcap, Bears leading at 57-49, 3:51 to play. Bunch gets it into Best. There's the point guard, Kean Warwicks, who's got 8 points, 2 boards, and 4 assists to go with 2 steals. Guarded out there by Rivers, and there's a foul on Tamba. That's his 3rd, team's 8th, and so Cade Looney will go to the free throw line, where he is 1 for 1. And he will shoot for the bonus shot. Heading down to Kingsport, where the UPIKE women will begin play in the AAC volleyball tournament at noon tomorrow. Free throw is good by Looney. Looking forward to seeing that down there tomorrow. Second free throw makes it a 10-point game. Rigdon and Cutlip for Looney and Walker. With 3:37 to play, Breadwood bringing it across in a hurry. Rivers has it. Guarded out there by Cutlip, who does a nice job staying in front of him. He shoots over him, no good. Bunch with the board. 8 for Bradley Bunch to go with 12 points. He only has 12 points. He's still the leading scorer on the team. Bears have 4 in double figures, 3 with 11 and 1 with 12. Warwick's letting the time run down here. We're halfway through the shot clock. Breadwood guarding him. Drives into the paint and lost it to McClure. Lost his footing and then threw it away. And Gold gets the layup. And we have a timeout on the floor with 2:55 to play. I believe it's a 30-second timeout. Either that or the official scratching his shoulder. So 2:55 to play. We'll keep it right here as the maestro, Vernon White, throws us on a little Cotton Eye Joe here in the arena. So Told you about volleyball tomorrow at noon. You can watch that on the league's website. That's aacsports.com. And Bears will be in the lid lifter of that event, where they will play Tennessee Wesleyan. Split with Tennessee Wesleyan on the season. That game starts at noon if you want to tune in. And you might hear, if you tune in, you might hear the Hall of Famer Gary Justice on the call of that game. That would be my guess. And if the women win tomorrow, the Bears, Gary and I are going to have dinner Thursday night down in Kingsport, and we know our way around that town. We've spent plenty of time down there. Cutlip with it, 13 on the clock. Rigdon, 10 on the clock now. We go into action. Rigdon lost the handle, knocked in the back court. 5 on the clock. Rigdon gets it across on the drive, goes right to the bucket, lays it up and good. Jalen Rigdon with his first points of the game. And they're big ones, and there's a steal. Warwick comes away with it for the Bears. Cutlip on the run, and it's good. The lead is a dozen with 2:08 to play. Breadwood in front court with the basketball. Tried to get it to a rolling Tom, but I thought about it, didn't throw it. That's Gold with a basketball, working against Best, right to the paint, and no good. He gets his own rebound, flips it up, and no good again. Bunch had the rebound, and there's an outlet pass to Cutlip for the layup. Nice pass there by Best to get him an assist. The lead is 14, biggest of the game. Rivers lost it. It was knocked away by Bunch out of bounds. Bradley Bunch, 12 points, 9 boards, 3 blocks, 2 assists, and a steal. Pretty good performance 2 days after being named the Conference Player of the Week. Breadwood hits the 2. And there's another timeout on the floor here. Breadwood coming off the bench here, not got a tremendous amount of playing time, but he's got 6 points. He's played 13 minutes, 6 points, 3 boards, and an assist. Pretty good performance for him. Bears on top here, 65-53 with 1:27 to play. So I feel good in declaring this one. I watched a little election coverage last week. I'm embarrassed to tell you that, but I did. So I know about declaring things. You don't want to declare it too early, but I'm going to declare that the Bears are going to win this one, which would move them to 5-0 on the season, 1-0 in the league. Milligan would fall to 4-2 and 0-1. And let me tell you something. This is a pretty good Milligan basketball team right here. They were picked 3rd in the league, and I believe every bit of it after watching them play here tonight. So, and Bryan College, who the Bears will play on Saturday, was picked to finish 5th in the league. By the way, the Bryan women were picked 4th in the league. UPIKE's women were picked to win it. But Bryan finishing 4th got 4 first-place votes. So we'll see how that one plays out along about 2 o'clock on Saturday. Bradley Bunch having a laugh down there with Tamba, trying to get it in bounds. And he has to call a timeout. Can't do it. Tamba's a big dude down there now, boys. 6'11". And Bears have no choice but to call a full timeout here with 1:27 to play. So, again, there are a lot of things going on campus. And as a result, on the UPIKE Sports Network, on Saturday, I guess that's the next time we'll be back, right, David? On Saturday, James Collier, Charlie Pinson will be on the call for the football game there. 1:30 kick. We'll have a senior ceremony for 18 seniors, including Lee Kirkland. And get a little sentimental when I talk about Lee Kirkland. He's been a good one for me. First as a student, and then as his sports writer, and just a quality human being that guy is right there. And those 18 guys, Myson, Livingston, Ben Tate, Axel Reeves, I mean, those guys, you can't beat them. That's just all there is to it. Yukari Baker, another one of those guys whose name you've heard. They'll be out there on the field before the game getting heralded as they should in senior day. And then, of course, I'll be in Kingsport, where you can watch that again on the AAC Sports Network. And Bradley Bunt's going to throw it in. They're going to not guard him. And, boy, they didn't guard Jalen Rigdon either. And he's going to lay it in. Get that lead back to 14. So Rigdon with 4 late points here with 1:19 to play. Bunch playing quarterback back there. I see him walking around with a Union High School. His high school is the football sweatshirt. He blocked a shot there, and Warwick gets a rebound for the Bears. And we've got a foul in back court with 1:03 to play. I believe that's going to be Redwood, his third, team's 9th. And then there will be links to watch the basketball games from Bryan College on the athletics website, upikebears.com. So Redwood goes out, Hensley comes in, and Rivers goes out. McClure comes in. If Rivers is done, boy, let me tell you, he's had a dandy. 20 points, 7 rebounds. Rigdon's free throw's good. There's a lot of, I see what it is now. Some of the Bears baseball team getting involved down there. That's what all that yelling was about. Rigdon makes them both. He's got 6. 1 minute to play. McClure drives, lost the handle. It went out of bounds. They didn't call it, but he turned it over anyway. Best to Rigdon. 48 seconds, and it doesn't appear they're going to foul anymore. Bears lead by 16, biggest lead of the game, with 42 seconds to play. Rigdon halfway through the shot clock here. And he's got McClure in front of him. 8 on the clock. Here he goes, right around McClure, but his shot is wiped away by Tamba. 24 seconds to play. There's a turnover. Bunch comes away with it for the Bears, and he knows it's time to just dribble it out. I believe Milligan will allow that to happen, and the Bears are going to go to 1-0 in the league with a 69-53 win over a very good Milligan Buffaloes basketball team here. Bears win it by 16. That's the biggest margin they held tonight. And they go to 5-0 on the season, 1-0 in the league.